So they say, this is from Deadline.com. John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein or Goldstein. Exclusive. After breathing new life into high-profile IP like the Spider-Man franchise and Dungeons and Dragons, Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly are looking to boldly go where no directors have gone before with a popular franchise. Sources tell Deadline that the duo are coming on to write, produce, and are attached to direct. What's the difference? A new original Star Trek film for Paramount. They will produce under their Gold Day banner.
Okay.
So why are they? They are coming on to write, produce, and are attached to direct. Couldn't they just say
Hmm.
write, produce, and direct?
Like it's like definitely, but then they want them to but they haven't like finalized.
How
I
many
don't know.
contracts have they signed so
Yeah.
far?
Right.
So this is the exclusive. They continue. Plot details are being kept under wraps for now, but sources say Goldstein and Daly's film is a completely new take on the Star Trek universe and not connected to any previous or current television series, movie, or prior movie development projects. So that's an interesting thing. Not just that
Mhm.
it's not connected. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not JJ, it's not TNG, it's not it's not Section 31, unfortunately, Section 32, but it's not even connected to anything that was previously in development.
Right.
So
Right.
that means
Hmm.
theoretically that's not that origin film,
No.
which
Right.
was my first initial guess. Oh, it must be the origin film, but it's not if because that was in development.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
But it's
Now it
not
is in
always
So
if
development hell.
here
that's
we go again.
Well,
right.
I'm sorry, I'm
But
cynical. I know
mhm.
everybody thinks this time it's for realsies, and maybe it really is, but
For
we've been
realsies.
down this road before. I'll believe it when I see it.
Right. I feel
yeah.
more confident that it's actually happening because Skydance is like, we got to do this and make movies and be super amazing. Blah, blah, blah. We got Tom
Yeah.
Cruise. Blah. So
Also,
I feel like, yeah.
it just feels a little bit more, and forgive me, but it feels a little bit more mature, this announcement.
Hmm.
It doesn't feel like, hey, there's a rumor that there's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
something where,
Right.
you never, oh,
Yeah.
maybe Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, here we go. Oh, boom, bang, bing. Oh, it's going to be like an enterprise. Like there's all these
Yeah.
flashy little tidbits that they drop, but without any real substance. This is
Hmm.
no flash,
Yeah.
just information, just these guys have been signed on to do. But even as I say that, we have heard stuff like that before. We
Yeah.
Star Trek
We
4
really
had like
have,
four
guys.
writers, like four different
Yeah.
iterations with Quentin
People have
Tarantino. But
That's
signed
even
on
those
and
felt
true.
like gimmicks.
yeah,
But this
we've
But
is
been.
like the studio was like, this is like, here is information. Plop.
from some
Kapla.
big news
Yeah.
sources,
Right.
Deadline was the first
Yeah.
one that I saw. Um, and I rarely see it 10 minutes after it's been published, but I saw it 10
Yeah.
minutes after it was published, and I was like, okay, Deadline is a news
Yeah.
source that you want to pay attention to. Same with Variety. Variety's
Yeah.
covered
Somehow, I
it
don't know
too.
how Variety it always
Well,
gets these
it's
big scoops,
been
but they probably just
Variety.
yeah.
based it on Deadline.
Well, variety,
No, but
but I mean,
but Variety's been
it's
around forever,
yeah,
and
and
they've
it's
had yeah, entertainment news
yeah,
forever.
and we
Since
learned
it
during
in
the
print.
strike that the studios are talking to Variety, like
Right,
Yes.
like
right.
directly.
I've never understood
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Like, why Variety? Like it maybe it's just the name feels weird to me. Like, why is
Yeah,
Variety
Hmm.
like,
but it's an
no, 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 no.
institution.
Don't call Trek movie. Don't call
Right.
Deadline. Give me Variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm wrong. Clearly, I'm totally wrong.
Mhm.
Apparently, Variety
But
is the one.
yeah, but also Skydance has said on several occasions that they're looking to revitalize Star Trek in a new way
Yeah.
and take a fresh take on the movies. They want to produce Star Trek movies again. And And in another article, I read that they're looking to increase the number of movies that they put out in a year. So they want to jump
Right.
up from 10 or 11 a year to at least 15 a year.
Yeah.
So,
Of
and they want
episodes?
of movies.
Paramount in general. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the
Right.
movie studio, yeah.
I heard they wanted to
Right.
go in a different direction since they wanted to go in a different direction with Star Trek. It was Paul Rubens presents Mr. Worf's Big Adventure. Right?
I would watch that.
You see, Jenny,
I would.
Paul Rubens is an American
I
icon.
know.
Oh, okay.
I watch Pee-wee's Christmas special every year.
Do you know who was a PA on Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Who? You.
What am I, 90? No, Rob Zombie.
Oh my
no
god.
kidding.
Oh my god. My brain just kind of
No
went
wonder
click.
it kind of fits.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's
Wow.
wild. That's awesome.
Thanks,
Oh.
Pee-wee.
Hey, you know who
Yeah.
else is awesome? Chris Garris. Thanks, buddy. We got another super chat.
Oh,
Super chat from
jeepers.
Chris Garris. He says, here's a little something for the team. Thank you so
Whoa.
much,
Thank
Chris
you.
Garris, who will be in Chicago for Trek to Chicago. Wow, we're going to be there in a week. We'll be there
Yeah.
technically in 6 days. That'll be fun.
Oh my God.
Oh, so there will be no Star Trek and Chill, everybody, next week, unfortunately. That's why this one is going to be 3 hours long to make up for that. I'm going to need to
Okay.
go in
shit.
like
You
I'm going to
didn't
need to go
say
in like an
that.
hour, but
We're gonna
Yeah.
need an intermission for bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
a 2-week
Exactly.
intermission.
Take
Exactly.
you to
2-week
work with
intermission,
me.
yeah.
So, Melissa, I'm going to put you
Yeah.
on the spot.
Okay.
Percentage of chance that this movie happens.
Gosh. See, this is really tough.
Okay.
Um, This is very tough. I'm gonna say an optimistic 60. Because it is a new they are under new management. Star Trek is under new management. We've been told, and I'm just going by what we've been told, and I'm choosing to believe what I've been told.
Even if, okay, go on. Even if we
I'm
believe them all
choosing-
the other time.
Well, no, because before it was different.
Different people.
We knew that Paramount was struggling. We
Mhm.
knew that Star Trek was not a priority for them. And because of the previous management and the way that they managed the Star Trek franchise as a whole, it's vastly different from what we're seeing now since Skydance has taken over.
Yeah.
And to me, that boasts some optimism and maybe some hope
Mhm.
that, we are actually going to get a new movie, and that will be great.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say an optimistic 60%.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be a
Okay.
downer.
Uh-oh, big surprise,
A
Shar.
solid 50%. And that's what it's been the whole time. It's a yes or a no. Flip a coin. It could go either way. There's still plenty of time for this to fall apart. There's still plenty of time to make this happen. So cautious wait and see.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm with May Borello on this. I am like 85%.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what's funny
You're really
about that?
Love that.
Yeah.
That was exactly my number, 85%.
No
Nice.
kidding.
And I wasn't going to say it
Wow.
because I didn't want to piss in the punch bowl. I was going to pretend to be grumpy about it, but the truth is,
Well, I already did,
Yeah.
so it's all right.
yeah, the choosy squirted in the punch bowl. But the truth is that I personally have no reason to believe that it won't happen because, as far as I know, I don't know of Skydance flaking out on movies.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So usually
true.
when a production company says, "Hey, we got this new movie in development that we're going to do," we go, "Oh, cool. See you in a
Yeah.
couple years." Like when it was announced, probably New Line Cinema, because they're the ones that do all the Lord of the Rings things. The Andy Serkis wanted to
Yeah.
do a new Lord of the Rings type movie. We
Yeah.
believed it. We got excited. Now it got delayed. It changed
Sure.
iteration. A couple things happened, but it's coming out.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
And so I have no reason to believe that it won't. I feel like it may get delayed, it may change a couple things, and it may not happen, but I give it an 85% that
Hmm.
this particular production, now mind you, if it's a different movie with
Yeah.
different people, that doesn't count.
No, agreed.
That means it
Agreed.
lost. These two guys
Yeah.
with this movie that they're working on, I give it 85%.
Yep. That's what I'm at.
It's cool.
Yeah. I don't know, like
Mhm.
Skydance, I feel like they worked hard to get this merger to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
And
complicated.
yeah. And they came in with very solid, like, this is what the plan is. This is what we want to do.
Right.
This is like, and they're now just going, okay, now we're here. Bam, let's go on this, and this, So
And they
yeah.
have so far have
Mhm.
done everything in the first 100 days
Yeah.
since Skydance has taken over. They have worked fast.
Hmm.
The ball has been rolling pretty fast on what they want to accomplish. They're making a lot of changes. They're hiring a lot of new people and firing a lot of people
Yeah.
that are not fitting with the vision of what they imagine Skydance and
Sure.
Paramount will be going forward. So there is a lot happening with Skydance, and so far they've stayed true to their word.
Yeah.
All right, so we only did a poll in the live chat because everybody was demanding
Oh.
it. So entitled, but I still would love to know everybody's. I'd love to know everybody's exact percentage. A lot of you did it.
Hmm.
So, for example, Ben Genium said 79%. Glenn Iverson said 24%. Christian
I
said
Wow.
love the range.
66%. Chuck A
Mhm.
said 10%.
Yeah. I think
And
it
that's
just
because he's
depends on
in a
how
good mood.
traumatized each of us is by what we've all been through over the last
Right.
10 years.
We've all got
Yeah.
trauma. We
Joshua
do.
Reeve is a Star Trek fan. He says
Mhm.
47%. Greer Nordic
Nice.
said 20%.
Hey.
Charlotte Brockman said 20%.
Wow.
May Barella says 87%. Wow,
Hmm.
that's
That's
what
great.
was his name? Jack Clark, not Jack Clark. Who's the guy? Dwight Clark's old football number.
Oh.
Football, everybody knows.
Travis Kelsey.
Don't care. Bob D.
And the
Bob
Swifties have
D
left the
said
chat.
Right.
good. Bob D said 100%. Chuck
Wow.
A says poll chances are 50%, and he was half right. Then he said 100% chance of poll. Rick Garrett says 75%. Ben Genium said 78. Now, wow, we've convinced him, you guys. Linda Andreg says
Ooh.
47%. Back of the Head says 47%. Dead Perp says, sorry, but 7%. She
Percent
says,
melty icon.
Mhm.
yeah, she's in the
Wow.
California Central Valley. She's probably not in a good mood.
Mhm.
Uh,
Well, that's
She
tough
says
out there
it's
sometimes.
not zero.
John Davis says, I'll be nice and say 1%. That's very generous.
That is.
Wow.
Chuck A now says 87. All right. Not bad.
Joshua Reeve.
Chris
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Christian said 8472%. Sorry, what were you saying,
Oh.
Jenny?
I was just gonna say I like Joshua Reeve just says this feels like another attempt to make a Star Trek movie that appeals to a wider audience, absolutely. And Trek getting more popular is fine by me. And that's very much where I'm at with this. Like, I don't
Okay.
know if it's gonna be my kind of Star Trek,
Can
It
I
could
but
go that
be
way.
can
yeah.
I be Oh, sorry, go ahead, Melissa. You look like cool guy. That's what you did.
Well, I was gonna say, if it's anything like Dungeons and Dragons, somebody who's never played the game, but has only witnessed it kind of peripherally,
Yeah.
at the Star Trek conventions,
Hmm.
Dungeons and Dragons was a very good movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And this is not being a fan. So
Yeah.
if they can do that with Dungeons and Dragons, I don't see why they couldn't do that with Star Trek as well.
Yeah. Agreed.
These guys
Fair
have a
enough.
pretty
Good
good
point.
track
Yeah.
record of putting out good movies that are well received by
Hmm.
audiences.
Yeah.
Like
And
fandoms, fans,
yeah.
actual fans and non-fans alike.
And
And
making
Star
an
Trek needs that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that movie is so accessible to people who don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, but as a D&D nerd, it's full of deep lore also at the same time. Like there's all these amazing little Easter eggs, and that is yeah, they found that balance so well with that, and that's when I saw it was them. I was like, okay, that is there's some
Hmm.
potential there for something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because saying that it's not, it's not connected to another Star Trek property doesn't mean it doesn't take place in the Star Trek universe as we know it. Because
Yeah.
regardless of whether it's Discovery or TOS or the Kelvin universe or next generation, there's certain things in the Star Trek universe that just are. So I would hope, and I think that that's where they're going to start.
Like you were casting a spell there. That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Uh, I wanted to be the contrarian here, but my contrarian view is kind of close to what you guys were saying, in that I think that they are going to make something different,
Hmm.
but I don't think it's going to be as different
Yeah,
as what we've seen for the last 10 years.
Yes.
I
I don't think so. I
agreed.
think it
Agreed.
might be different in the way that the JJ movies were different, where it was
Mhm.
like
Hmm.
different, but still a lot of it was familiar. Now, who knows if they can pull that off with zero characters, because JJ Abrams pulled it off the familiarity because it was all the characters we already knew, the ship we already knew, the aliens we already knew.
True.
But again, with the like what you guys said with the D&D movie, which I still really want to
You
see
really
because
should, yeah.
everybody that I respect says that they liked it and it was really cool. That's what I want to see. I don't want, like if they gave it to like the Game of Thrones guys, I might be like, they're really
Yeah.
good, but I'm not sure if they're
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
for Star Trek. When they mentioned Quentin Tarantino, I was just like, well, sometimes you just want to watch the world burn. Maybe not a good fit, but I'm very
Yeah.
curious. I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
With
It
this
could be
one,
interesting, but yeah.
yeah, I feel like this one might be a comfortable fit because I don't
Hmm.
my instinct, and it could be way off, is that
Mhm.
they're not going to try to do so much and completely reinvent the wheel that it's unrecognizable. I think they're just
Yeah.
going to say like,
Yeah, we don't
okay,
need
cool,
that.
here's Star Trek. Let's make a new Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Kind
Yeah.
of
Sounds
in the vein
great. I love it.
of them bringing us a new Star Trek series during the 90s. We didn't know any of those characters before
Absolutely.
So
we
happy to
met
see new
them.
people.
Yeah.
So it could still exist in the Star Trek universe as we know it, but
Yeah.
there's just a fresh crew that we're gonna get to know
Yeah.
and learn about, which I think is amazing. I
Yeah.
think that's wonderful.
Yeah. And if you think about the people, and there are a lot of them who came into the fandom through the Kelvin movies, they didn't know
Right.
who Kirk and Spock were.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh, I heard about, or they're like, they just know there's like this old show and there were these guys on it. You know what I mean? Like there are people that was their introduction, and now they're huge fans and they've watched everything. So that, yeah, I love the
So here's the
idea of
big
that.
question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're probably going to ask and answer this question 1,000 times over the next 6
I'm
years that
sure.
it takes.
Yeah.
When do you think this takes place? Because that's always the big question. Nobody really
It
asks
is.
where as much. They always ask when. When does it fit
I
in
know.
the timeline? Because when it fits in the timeline, it already gets you like 2/3 of the way into, because where the story. It's like we know that if it takes place right after Enterprise, we know the events that are kind of happening then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if it's not connected with anything,
Yeah.
it feels like that means it has to be in an era that has not been covered. Because if it's going on at the same time as TNG, they would almost have to go out of their way to not be in some way
Yeah.
connected or affiliated with all of the events that happened in those 7 years.
Sure.
So when do you guys think it would happen, and what do you think is it'll be?
I don't know, but it would be wonderful if they actually, and not
Mhm.
pretended to,
Uh-oh.
explore the Lost
Yeah.
era
Mhm.
with the Monster
Yes.
Maroons.
Yeah.
We don't have very much information during that time whatsoever. It would be great to see an actual Rachel Garrett in a in a
Thank
story,
you.
and not just the face of
Yeah.
somebody. I mean, she
Right.
could have been
Someone named
anyone.
Rachel Garrett has nothing. Who could be anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She could have been
I'm with you
Dorothy
on that.
Spornak's granddaughter, for all we know.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, it's really interesting because there's, that period, there's, post Lower Decks, Prodigy, that,
Yeah.
and then there's 800 years
Mhm.
of
Right.
gap.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but if they go too far in there, right?
Yeah.
If they go anywhere in that range, like
yeah.
what's Lower Decks and Prodigy? Probably like 23.99,
Yeah.
24.10,
Just
you
the
know, like
yeah.
There. Uh-huh.
so I was thinking, right, maybe somewhere, 50 years after that or 20
Yeah.
years, just kind of like right in that new space.
Yeah.
Because if
And
they go like 300 years into like 2700, it'll be unrecognizable. We won't really know what to
yeah.
expect. But if it's just right after like all of those things, all those events happened,
Yeah.
but it's all still kind of recognizable, there's still Deep Space Nine, for example. Not that there would be, but
Yeah.
it's just further along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
get what you
wonder
mean.
I wonder like who has, because Alex Kurtzman is still there, but
For now.
he's TV,
For
right?
now.
For now.
The contract expires next year
Yeah.
Mhm.
for Bad
Is
Robot,
his
correct?
contract is he overseeing Star Trek television?
I think so.
At the
I think it's
moment,
just all of
yes.
it,
Or is
but I
it
don't
your
really
or is
know
it
how that entails.
because
Well,
Right.
he did oversee Section 31, so
right, but that's still like made for
right.
TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like I'm really curious who is up at the top making the decisions, Is David Ellison a future Trek fan or is he a,
He is a Trek
TOS?
fan.
He says he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
And
that's why I
he
think you guys
did
are onto something
Which
with.
era, right? Like which, yeah.
That's what I think it's going to be.
Mhm.
right. And that other guy who was just hired on to oversee all of Star Trek is a big Star Trek fan. So I
Mhm.
forgot his name, but
Oh, right. Yes, yes, yes. Who was that?
I forgot
I
his
don't
name.
know.
Yeah.
Um
Timmy.
Right.
Timmy.
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 What's that,
Timmy
Timmy?
Timmy.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. What's that, Lassie?
Yeah.
I know. I was wondering. I was like, is that where she was going? That wasn't.
Thank you so much for watching this clip. You can find us every Friday night on Star Trek and Chill at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you then.